Okay, so after getting killed by the giant, you know I wasn't going to leave it at that. So now I'm at the Western Watchtower, and we're getting ready to fight the dragon for real. And go. There is the dragon, and there is the
Die,
giant. I
dragon!
had to get
You
him
can't
back. So what
defeat
I'm
me.
going to do to reduce exposures, I'm going to go into
I'll
this
have your
watchtower. I'm going to run straight to the top. You can hear him out there blowing his fire breath. Okay. Sneaking's not really going to help somebody, don't worry about it. So what I am going to do is try to track him with the arrow, the indicator. Okay, I see he's down there. I'm just going to take some shots down there.
Slay the dragon.
So the last thing I want to do is leave myself openly exposed to much of his shots. And he will swing around and take shots at me. You also don't want to fall off the side though. So just keep taking those shots at him here and there, here and there. I'm keeping up somewhat of a distance over the furnace. I'm going to do my best to stay near that opening right there so I can get out if need be. It's not going to be a quick or an easy fight, but it's one we can handle just by taking advantage of terrain. See, he wanted to breathe on me, but I ducked down. He couldn't do it. Alright. Your Sneaky Pete attacked me. So you can see it does my health a little bit of damage, but not like that. So it's sustainable. And now you can see I'm backing down into the hole just so he can't keep pegging me. Still on fire. That's okay. We'll make sure we don't take too much damage. Alright, so now he's landing over there. He's probably getting ready for the last little bit of fighting. It's hard to see him because of smoke, but I know where he's at because I saw him land. Okay, so he's going to be coming up towards the base of the watchtower. And if you want now, it looks like he's landed for the duration, so you can... Oops. So you can start walking down there and end this, which I'll go ahead and do. I'll probably kill him. And of course, I don't want to kill myself by jumping down too many stairs at once.
You can't defeat me.
Okay. So they are going to have a shot. And voila. We have killed a dragon.
Really
killed
dead.
a dragon.
Damn good shooting, boys.
Okay, so they're going to say a few things. We're just going to stand here, and as we stand here, the dragon soul is going to get absorbed into our body. And this is the force that we will use to unlock our shouts. So the first thing we're going to do is, of course, check out, see what he has, anything valuable. Now just be aware, dragon bones and scales, they weigh a lot, but they do come in handy. So fortunately he doesn't have a crap load of them, just a few, decent things. We'll just take it all. That's not going to make us overweight. So while we're in here, we're going to go to our magic, and we'll go down to our shouts. We learned Unrelenting Force earlier in Bleak Falls. Now we're going to be able to unlock it. Yes, okay, and it tells us right there. So we'll go to Word of Power, Unrelenting Force. Oh, well it taught us automatically, so we didn't have to. Normally we'll have to go in there and have to try it. So now we can try it with the R2.
I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn.
Oh, okie dokie.
In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power.
By Jove, I think you're right.
There's only one way to find out. Try to shout. According to the old legends, only the Dragonborn can shout without training, the way the dragons do.
Not shouting you look for. Okay, I'll save your ears. Normally, being a smart aleck, I'd just go ahead and shout. So let's just go ahead and do that. Giving us an autosave right now, obviously. Make sure it's unlocked. It's unlocked. It's equipped.
My grandfather used to tell
give it a
stories
holler.
about the dragons. Those born with the dragon blood in them. Like old Tiber Septim himself.
Alrighty, so we completed the optional mission and we used our
dragons.
shout. So now we can
That
launch
was
the
the
airlift
hairiest
we want.
fight I've ever been in.
They're just coming
Yeah,
back now
well,
for the
she
first
didn't come
time
along
in
with me when I
forever.
fought the dragon. Like I said, those of you that saw me get killed knew I wasn't going to lose at that, so I found the dragon and killed him.
You better get back to
You must be
Whiterun
one.
right away.
So now everybody's going to
Y'all
talk
say
and
you
say a
never
bunch of something about how hard the fight was and get back to Whiterun. So we're going to go ahead and fast travel back to Whiterun. We would go to Dragon's Reach, but as you see, it's not there anymore. It disappears during this one mission just to make you have to walk back through Whiterun, and it's no big deal. Fast travel never bothered us. It's quick, it's easy, it's semi-painless. Okay, so what I'm going to do on the way back to the Dragon's Reach Castle is I'm going to talk to you about who has different missions for you to do along the way in Whiterun. I'm not going to give you the missions to do or tell you, but I am going to walk with you. Okay, see these guys standing here? If you get too close, they're red guards, and they're going to be looking for a lady. That lady... Okay, let me pause for the Dovahkiin call. That's the Greybeards calling you when they say Dovahkiin.
We will be back.
Okay, so they're looking for a lady, and she's actually in the inn there at the end. And you can tell them all that, and then they're going to run away and make you go find her. And then once you find her, they're going to make you go to another town, find them, and then lure her out and all this rigmarole. So you can do that side mission, but there's going to be a bit involved. Okay, we already did a little mission for Adriana Vinici here, and that was when we took the sword up to her father, the steward. If we go in here to the Drunken Huntsman, they're not going to have a mission, but there is a girl you can hire, a dark elf. She sits in the corner. This little house right here, Breeze Home, you heard the Jarl tell us before we went out that we would not have permission to purchase a home. This is the one that we would end up purchasing, Breeze Home. It's a nice little home, good little startup, if that's what you want. And of course, I can't help myself when it comes to ingredients. I got to pick them, so kind of ignore me.
By Ismail, you did
Okay,
it.
so moving on
the
further
dragon.
down, I'll try and ignore the ingredients. Okay.
You tried mercenary work?
There's a lady that runs
It might
this
suit
stall
you.
right here. She'll ask you to get some guy to quit bothering her. His name's Mikhail, and he's just right in here. You can either beat him up or persuade him to stop doing it. Alright, so, and then there's another lady, the blue dress. Her name is Isolda. She just walks around here. She doesn't own a stall or anything, but she will ask you to find her a mammoth tusk. So if you can find one early and have it for her when she asks, it makes it a lot easier. If you can't, oh well, it happens and you don't have it. Having said that, there's also a beggar that will ask you to steal a bottle of wine. So we'll go ahead and step in here and check out the sitch. Usually the inns are where you can find out about missions, just get the lowdown on what's going on. You can come up here and ask for rumors or work and she'll tell you. Okay, and then you have hirelings like this guy who probably just join you if you ask him to. Then there's this girl over here. If you talk to her, she'll go knuckles to knuckle with you in brawl, and if you beat her in the brawl, you win money, and she'll join you.
And a fist fight with her.
There's the girl that's the red guard that they're looking for. There's the Mikhail guy that she's going to ask you to get to quit bothering her. And in here on the shelf where you can't see it would be a bottle of wine that the guy's going to ask you to steal. So those are all the quick little can you help me missions in town. Right off the top. There's also an old lady that runs, I think, this stall right here. She has a mission for you, but it's a very complicated, long and drawn out one that's going to send you to the Thalmor Embassy up north near Solitude and a whole bunch of other places. So you can do that one if you want, but it's going to be a little bit more involved. And of course, it said my map was updated, which means somebody just said something over my shoulders that talked about a mission somewhere or some kind of secret. So if I want to find out what it was, since I wasn't listening, I can go check out my map and see if a new darkened location popped up. So let's do that real quick. Set new location available on my map. I see everything I've discovered so far. Let's see. Does anybody else see something here? Am I missing it? Towns I haven't discovered. Towns I haven't discovered. Towns I haven't discovered. Towns I haven't discovered. Well, whatever it is, I'm just apparently not seeing it because, well, I don't see it. But anyway, when somebody tells you about something new, then a location will pop up in your map and it'll give you a new area to go check out and just see what's up. I can't see the area he was telling me about. I guess I should have been listening. Oh well, missed it, hate it. Okay, so having said that, we're going to go ahead and continue moving on up the hill to get this turned
Favor the bow, eh?
to the Jarl.
I'm a swordman myself.
And then, once we get this turned into the Jarl, I think we will have done just about every basic item you can do. This is where it starts really leading into the storyline missions. Like I said, when we walked into town and everything shook, that was the Greybeards calling your name as Dragonborn. And you'll find all this out here in a second when you talk to the Jarl of Whiterun after turning all this in. Now, it could be that we got to wait a day or two because he's asleep since it's that time right now, but no, fortunately, he waited awake for us.
You're
Good
finally
deal.
here. The Jarl's been waiting.
So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there?
A dragon, a giant, a couple other things. What to see? Killed the dragon. I'm not sure if I deserve a reward, and I'm not a braggart about my own deeds, so we'll just say that, yeah, the watchtower destroyed. We did kill the dragon.
I knew I could count on Irileth.
But there must be
Oh yeah,
more
let me
to
tell you,
it
she
than
was all that too. Okay, yeah, there was more to it because the
So
storyline said
it's
so.
true. The Greybeards really were summoning you.
That's the rumor.
Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion high on the slopes of the throat of the world.
Okay, so what the Greybeards want with you is they want to train you in the art of the Way of the Voice.
The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability to focus your vital essence into a thum, or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift.
Effectively.
You heard the summons. What else could it mean? The Greybeards.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Hrongar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as he may be, I don't see any signs of him being this, what, Dragonborn.
You want me to holler for you real
What
quick?
nonsense! Why, you...
Foos! Oh God, it's my ears!
These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Guess that was proof enough.
Hrongar, don't be so hard on Avenichi.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just
Other
that,
than the
what do these
disrespect.
Greybeards want with him?
That's the Greybeards' business, not ours.
Right on, y'all.
Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think
You
you're
sure wasn't there a little
Dragonborn,
telescope on top of
who
the
are
hill?
we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you, you know, to climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High
No, I didn't, but I
Hrothgar
do
is a
now.
very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here.
Yeah, obviously,
haven't
I can't
seemed to
squeeze
care
this
before.
past the dialogue, so let's go ahead and just engage them.
You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn.
Hey, no problem.
By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant.
And this is the only
I
place where
assign
you
you
can become
Lydia
Thane
as a
without
personal
helping people
housecarl,
or buying property.
And this weapon from my
So-
armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus.
Okay, and then
Still have
now
a
from
city
this
to
point,
defend.
I can go ahead and buy the house from
Yes,
this
my
guy, which is
divines
awfully
bless
expensive,
you.
and I don't
May
have
the ground you
5,000
walk
gold right
quake
now.
as you pass.
Or I could
I must
stomp
visit
around
the
here for a
Dragon's
little
Reach.
bit, chit-chat with
Rules.
people.
Been
I
too
can
long
go
since
in
we've
here
had
and
a
do a
good
little
bandit raid.
alchemy and enchanting, which is likely what you'll see on the next go-around, is a little alchemy and enchanting. Or I can go back out into Whiterun and help people. So you now have your first side quest type thing going on, and this is your house, Carl. You now have a follower who
The
can...
Jarl has appointed me to be your house, Carl.
who will follow
It's an
you and
honor
do
to
whatever
serve
you
you.
need. If you buy a house, she'll move into it and protect it from there from you. But since you haven't brought out Breeze home, she'll just stay here until you let her follow you or ask her you to follow. And again, like with Fandal, back in Riverwood, she can follow you, you can swap gear, and you can tell her to leave whenever you like. No big deal.
Until next time.
Until next time, sounds about right. So, until next time, I bid you good night, and I'll see y'all in... You know what? No. Let's hold that thought for a minute. You now have your first questline mission, which is the Way of the Voice. So if you start that, it'll take you all the way through to the end of the main mission. However, I'm not going to be playing missions. I'm more interested in the miscellaneous stuff and just going out and exploring. So from this point on, you're free to do the main storyline mission, speak to the Greybeards and all that other stuff, or you can just join me as I just kind of kick around and do whatever it is that comes up, whatever it is that I want to do, whatever it is I feel to do it like doing that day. I'll try and put a brief description in everything. I can tell you right now that the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work on alchemy and enchanting just a little bit, and probably go explore a couple places right outside of town. So I hope to see you again next time, And on the next route, we'll do a little bit of exploring and work with a little bit of magic. Have fun. Be safe.